Good afternoon, coaches. This is Coach Anthony Williams, founder and CEO of Connected Athletics. We are a startup company based in Austin, Texas. We are focused on providing a platform that allows student athletes to connect with other student athletes as they go through the recruiting process and build their network. We're also focused on helping them build a better relationship with college coaches during the recruiting process. And most importantly, we're definitely focused on getting them to successfully transition from high school to college and then on to either a career in the NFL or a career in their major, in their job that they want to do after school. We've got a very exciting prospect with us. I was able to coach this young man down in Naples at the FBU freshman All-American game powered by Adidas. He is a class of 23 linebacker. I love the name of this school. He's at Legacy, the School of Sports Science. You got to be a player to get into school with a name like that. I like that. He's 6'1", 230, has a great GPA of 3.5. As you can see, he's got his NCAA eligibility center ID. And once again, he is a freshman All-American. Elijah, how you doing today?
Good. Doing good.
Thank you for taking the time out and coming on the podcast. Let's jump right into it here. Obviously, we're kind of starting to reopen from COVID-19. I'm pretty sure you guys have started summer conditioning. Tell us what that's been like so far.
It's been great, man. We've been working out at school. We already started like 2 weeks ago, so everything's been good, staying conditioned. My trainer's been helping me out with linebacker training on Sundays, and everything's been straight.
Okay. Back when we were still under lockdown, what were you doing to stay in shape when you couldn't get out with your team?
I had one-on-one training with my trainer, and like nobody was there, so like we had cones, we had box drills, we had everything that you would want to do like by yourself that you could do in your backyard. We just did it at his field.
Now you play DN, outside linebacker, and inside. Tell these coaches what kind of drills you're doing to get you ready for this upcoming season.
Speed turns, like moving your feet, staying under control, and because I'm small, so I have to use my legs to get around big linemen. So yeah, we're doing drills that could help me get around linemen quicker and coming off the edge faster.
Okay. Well, hey, for the college coaches that haven't seen your huddle video, I'm going to bring it up right now, and I'd like you to kind of walk us through who you're playing, what the situation was, and talk about some of these great plays in your video. Can you do that for us?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me bring it up, share my screen. All right, can you see that, Elijah?
Yes, sir.
All right, it's going to be a little choppy, but I'm going to hit play. Just kind of walk us through who you're playing and what's going on.
We're playing Bishop Dunn. That was our very first game, my first varsity game. So I was a little unexperienced. We played Kincaid, and I was coming off an edge and gave it to the receiver to try to throw a pass, and I hit him, and he forced an interception. That was the last game of the season, and then we ran the 5-man front, so I was playing the inside the end and made the play. Same thing.
Good penetration, I like that.
That game was a lot.
Did you guys get the win on this game?
No, we lost 9-8.
Oh, wow. Elijah, when did you start the season on varsity, or did you start at the freshman level?
Started on varsity.
Okay, so you played every game at varsity?
Yes, sir. That's when we played Trinity Christian.
That's great. What are the coaches have planned for you this year? Are you going to be playing linebacker more, or are you going to be playing still that DN position?
I'm going to be playing stand-up in like a hybrid edge.
Okay.
And sometimes outside linebacker.
All right. And what do you guys are running, what, 4-3 here, 4-4 stack?
4-4.
Okay.
Yeah, the 5-man front.
Little inside slant move there. Nice.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I probably won't have my hands on the ground this year. I'm standing up most of the time.
Way to get off blocks. Okay. Well, these videos are obviously one of the reasons why I chose you for the Freshman All-American game. Tell us a little bit about that experience that you had out in Naples playing with the other 60 top freshmen in the country last December.
It was culture, man. Everybody was different, coming from different places around the world. It was a lot to experience, and everybody had their own thing and their own way of play. So just learning from them, see how they play.
I love. I hear that a lot of the guys still. You guys still stay in communication. Who are you still staying in communication with? Some of the guys you met down there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, like who?
Bruce, Caleb, Braylon, Brody.
Okay,
Uh,
that's awesome. Well, hey, let's change gears here. Let's talk about this great GPA. You got 3.5 here. Tell these college coaches about the importance you put on your academics.
Without grades, you can't really do anything. And with grades, you can go to college. You won't even have to play sports. You can just go to college and get accepted to any college, actually. And you can do what you want, major in whatever you want, as long as you put your mind to it.
Elijah, tell us what are some of your favorite subjects in school that drive that 3.5 GPA?
Sir?
What are some of your favorite subjects in school?
Reading and biology.
Okay. And then is that something you want to major in college when you get there, or do you know what you want to major in yet?
Architecture and construction.
Nice. Okay, I like it. Is there a certain teacher at Legacy that you want to shout out that's helped you keep that high GPA?
My history teacher, Mr. Owens.
Okay, like it. All right. As you know, obviously you played as a freshman this year. Coming into your sophomore year, what would you consider your strengths, and what are some of the things you're going to work on for your 10th grade season?
My speed, and my strength is very, very strong.
Yeah.
And my weakness is I need to get better on man coverage and playing the zones.
Okay, I like it. It's like a good plan. Tell me, as you move into this, there's a lot, as you know, and you've seen and played against, there's a lot of great players in the class 23. How do you differentiate yourself from all the other linebackers in your class?
I feel like I work more, I work harder. And it's a lot of good guys like Anthony, everybody, but I feel like I can be better at some point in time.
Okay. Let's switch gears here. Tell me a little bit about your family, your mom and dad. Are you an only child, the oldest, the youngest? Tell me something about your family dynamics.
I have two sisters on my mom's side, and I have two sisters on my dad's side and two brothers on my dad's side. And I'm the oldest on my dad's side and the middle child on my mom's side.
Okay. And then right now they list you at 6'1", 230. Does your dad have good size? And do you think you're going to get bigger by the time you graduate from high school or no?
Yes, sir. My dad is 6'4", so by the time I graduate, I'd probably be 6'5".
Okay. Wow. And then what, play a little DN, outside linebacker? What are you thinking?
Stand up and outside linebacker for sure.
Okay. Awesome. Tell me about, one of the things college coaches want to know about is your relationship with your high school coaches. Tell us a little bit about your relationship with your position coach and your head coach.
Yes, sir. We just got a new head coach this year. He was our DB coach last year, so I stay in touch with him and my position coach. We all have a group chat, so we know what we need to do.
Okay. And then, Elijah, leadership is important to being successful in the field. Tell us how you define leadership and how you plan to lead going into your sophomore season.
Working. Everybody can look at you and see how that you working, and it makes them want to work more. You lead by example.
Okay. What is that balance? You're a sophomore playing your second year in varsity. How do you balance respecting the upperclassmen, but you'll still yet being a leader as a 10-game starter on varsity?
I just let them know that they got the floor, so they just got to finish strong, and I just got to keep pushing and working my way to the top.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about recruiting. Who are you hearing from? Who do you want to hear from? And what's been your recruiting experience, even though it's been very early for you?
I would like to hear from a lot of schools, like TCU.
Okay.
I like their defense because that's what the defense we run now. So I probably would fit perfectly into their defense.
I like it. All right. And then what about your criteria? I know you're only just finishing your freshman year, but Have you sat down to think about what are the things that are going to help you decide what school you're going to go to? Is it going to be distance from home, culture, their scheme, family environment? What's going to be important to you when you make that decision in a couple years?
The culture, championships, the defense, and how they move around, like how they treat the players.
Okay. Let's say let's talk about when you go through recruiting, who's going to be involved in helping you make the decision on what school you commit to.
My mom, my uncle, and my dad.
Okay. And then let's fast forward. Let's say you have 3 or 4 great years in college, and you're in New York City waiting for the NFL commissioner to call your name. Who's sitting at your table waiting for your name to be called at the draft?
My dad, my mom, and my uncle.
Okay, same people. All right. Um, Tell me a little bit about some of the things that you like to do when you're not training and not playing football. Do you like to fish? Do you like to hunt? Do you like to get out in the water? What do you do in your spare time?
Basketball. I play basketball, so I
Okay.
just go and play basketball or play the game whenever I'm not doing nothing.
Okay. And then is that something you're playing also at Legacy?
Yes, sir.
Do you play about any other sports? What about baseball, track, wrestling?
Track,
Okay.
track.
Okay. What events did you do in track?
The 400. I'm going to do long jump this year.
Wow. That's explosive. That's pretty impressive. Tell me a little bit about what you do in your spare time. Are you a video game guy? Madden, 2K? What do you like to do? Are you a video game guy or no?
2K and Fortnite.
Okay. And the obvious question is, are you giving L's or taking L's?
I'm taking them, giving it to.
Okay. And I can't tell you, obviously, I've never seen a teenager without their cell phone. Tell these coaches, what are some of your favorite apps you spend time on? Are you a Twitter guy? Are you on TikTok, Instagram? What?
Instagram. I stay on Instagram all day. I scroll on Twitter, but mostly Instagram.
Okay. And then let's fast forward to this fall, pregame, big game on Friday night. Who are you listening to? What artists you listen to get you hyped for a pregame?
Probably Little Baby.
Okay. And then on that, what kind of player are you pregame? Are you like to get hype and you're banging your head against the locker? Or are you in the corner kind of being chill and going over your assignments and kind of going through the game in your head? Which player are you?
I'm most definitely the chill person.
Okay. I like it. All right. There's a lot of great linebackers that you're probably patting yourself off of. Is there a specific linebacker in college or in the NFL that you pat on your game after?
Khalil Mack and Dante Hightower.
There you go. Tell me what about their games you like to integrate into your game?
Dante Hightower, he can play the coverage or he can go. He can drop back from the edge. And Khalil Mack, he's just explosive and he can go.
Okay. Being successful in football as a student athlete usually takes, you have to overcome some type of adversity. Tell these coaches a time, either personally or dealing with football, where you had to overcome some type of adversity.
All last year. Last year we wasn't the best team, so we just had to keep pushing.
And what part did you play in that? I mean, you obviously were a freshman on varsity, but what were you doing to overcome that adversity of being a team that was struggling?
I was going hard every play, so I know if I went hard, then they would see me going hard, and they would want to go hard too. And we won some games off of that.
Yep.
Just being behind.
Okay. Tell us, when did you start playing? What age did you start playing football? And then what age did you fall in love with football?
When I was 4, I started playing. I started falling in love with it like when I was like 8 or 9.
And Elijah, when did you kind of have an idea that, you know what, I think football is going to help pay for my college education? When was that moment? Was it last year? Was it in middle school?
It was 7th grade going into 8th grade year.
And was there a moment? Was that a game, or when did you just kind of figure out, like, yeah, I'm going to be pretty good?
7th grade year when I broke my foot. 8th grade year coming back, I knew that this is what I wanted to do.
Okay, I like it. All right. Tell me about a little bit on your work ethic. Talk to these coaches about what you're willing to do to become the best player you can be, the best student athlete you can be.
I will work every day if I have to be the best. We have 2 a day, so I'm always ready to be there early to work out.
Okay. And then, coaches want to know also about, what are you doing to give back in your community? Are you involved with your church or nonprofit, Boys and Girls Club? What do you and your family do to give back?
Every Saturday at my school, we have events, fundraisers. We host camps. We did a car wash last Saturday, and it was helping out.
Okay. As we talked about earlier, there's a lot of great players in class 23. Take this time to shout out some of your teammates maybe that you feel like college coaches should be on right now.
My teammates, Donovan, he's one of my best friends, and he's good. The whole DB crew, they work. And the quarterback, Daedrin, they all good.
Okay.
He's a dude.
All right. Tell me who was the best lineman or who was the best player you faced last year as a freshman?
Episcopal, their lineman,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, they're loaded. They got a lot of good players. And you played against Bruce and Daniel. I mean, they got a lot of good guys on the team, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, another thing that coach want to understand is hearing in your own words, why do you think your game translates to the college level?
Because the way I work and the way we play, you have to go full speed, and everything is going to be fast. So you got to keep up ahead of the game. And I think I could do that in college because the way we do it now and the way we work out, 6 a.m. practice, and I can translate that as I go to college.
Okay. Tell me, one day this game, as you've heard me say many times, this game is going to come to an end. Whenever it is, what is your life going to look like after football? What do you want to do with your life?
I want to jump right into architecture and build for people. Not too much work because I don't want to work too much. But
do you want to own your own architectural business, or you want to work for a big firm?
I want to own my own one.
Okay.
I want to be the boss.
I like it. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, talk about, when you, as a student athlete, we always talk about, your response to your friends about wanting to go hang out is either, nope, I have to work out, nope, I have practice, or no, I have a game. Talk about the sacrifices you have made to become the good student athlete that you are now.
You don't get to do everything that you want.
Right.
You think you can go somewhere, you have to go work out, you have to go practice, games, school. School is a lot.
Yeah. Hey, now that we're starting to open back up from COVID-19, you're starting to get out a little bit. What's your shoe game look like? Are you a big shoe guy or no?
No, sir. I have shoes. I just bought some, but I don't really think too much of materialistic things.
Okay, I like it. Staying humble, I like that. At the end of the day, when you do commit to a school, what do you think will be the #1 criteria that you'll say, yep, that's why I committed to XYZ University? What would that one thing be?
The culture and how the coaches talk to their players, like how they handle situations and the offense, defense that they run.
Okay. As we finish up here, tell these coaches in 30 seconds your elevator pitch we talked about earlier. Tell these coaches what you're going to bring to their program and why they should recruit you.
I'm going to bring a dog and somebody that's going to want to work and get you wins. I'll bring a championship, and nobody's going to work as much as me. I might be small, but I could work and and trust me, it's going to be good.
Elijah, you keep saying you're small, and I'm looking at you, and I saw you in Naples, and you're 6'1", 230. You may not be real tall, but 6'1" is still good size. Tell these coaches a little bit about your strength in the weight room. Like, what's your max bench and squat right now?
My max bench is 250, and my max squat is 425.
Okay, so you're a big, strong guy because I've seen you play. You're very physical, great tackler. So don't let the size fool you. You're gonna be a good size guy here coming up. Hey, well, I'm looking forward to seeing you play in the fall. I'll definitely be up to a game this fall. If you have any questions or your family has any questions about recruiting, to please reach out to me. Be safe, work hard this summer, and we'll see you this season.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Elijah.
All right.